As a gamer, I have asked many questions over my life. I've asked, will we ever get a Half-Life 3? Would we ever get another Killzone game? Would Infamous return? Would Activision renew their licenses so they can resell X-Men Legends 1 and 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man? But one question I have always asked, ever since 2005 being in primary school, and quite recently within the last 2 years, what would it be like if Halo came to PlayStation? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to know next year. I am not making this up. Halo Campaign Evolved will be a remake of Halo 1 in the new Unreal Engine, and it will also be coming to PlayStation. I am very excited for this because I am a Halo fan. Well, up until Halo Reach. Onwards, the game sucked, but I'm actually going to get to that very soon. I've grown up with the original Halo games, and it was always a dream of mine for this to come to PlayStation, just not under these circumstances. We all know Xbox has not been in the best situation ever since the reveal of the Xbox One. I remember that day when PlayStation had revealed their new console and they revealed Killzone Shadowfall. Boy, was I excited and really disappointed when I ended up playing that game. But with Halo or Xbox, we all remember the controversy when they revealed their console. The always online factor to the console, where the console would always need to be online if you wanted to use it. The no use games policy. If somebody had put a disc into that console, nobody else will be able to use it unless they paid a fee. And so much other bullshit policies they had on the Xbox One. It really hurt their position in the gaming market, because I think we can all agree the 360 was by far their best console, and it was probably, they held that generation down about 60% of it until Sony came back with some of the exclusives, and then we had the PlayStation 4 which took over the position. But when it comes down to Halo, it's been a downward trajectory in quality. And I had spoken to my friend about this after showing him the announcement of this, and he made a very good point. Halo got shit when all of the other competition disappeared. If you really think about it, the last good Halo game that we can all agree was Halo Reach. When you get to Halo 4, this was around when Killzone 3 had released, and Killzone 3 was a very good game in my opinion. Not as good as 2, but still my particular favorite one for gameplay. Then Shadowfall dropped, and we can all agree Shadowfall is not even remotely close to being a Killzone game. The voice acting sucked, and they made it a stealth game instead of a war game. But anyway, Shadowfall sucked, and ever since then, we've never had another Killzone. We never had another Resistance since Burning Skies on the PlayStation Vita, but that doesn't count. Prior to that, it was Resistance 3, which ended the series, and Burning Sky being a prequel. There was no real competition for Microsoft with Xbox. And this is something I'm a bit worried about with Sony as well. When there's no competition in the games industry, everyone gets lazy. And that's what's really been happening last gen and mainly this gen, where Sony doesn't really have any competition anymore, and they've gotten really lazy and the quality has really shown. And that's what's one factor of why Halo has dipped in quality over the years, but there's also the development team 343 Industries as well. When they took over the reign, it was a completely different vibe to Halo. Like, it just did not feel the same. I did like Master Chief's outfit. I did like the armor in 4. I think that's actually my favorite design of Master Chief's armor. But other than that, I did not like 4. I didn't like Guardians, and I haven't played um the recent one. Guardians is the one with Locke, with Agent Locke, right? I didn't like that one either. But I didn't play the recent one with the Thanos clone villain. The recent one, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, with this remake, it looks, and watching the gameplay over, I've watched the gameplay video 3 times now, it looks good to me. But I know this is going to piss some people off. There is going to be a sprint. Like in traditional first-person shooters, you could sprint. With Halo, they typically didn't have that, mainly because and it makes sense why. Because you're a Spartan Master Chief. You are basically a super soldier. You naturally move faster anyway. That's why so many people have been against the sprint, but it doesn't really bother me. I would prefer not to, because I do like that difference, because it kind of gives that feeling of Doom as well. That Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein kind of speed. If you guys know about those first-person shooters, I grew up on those. I love the speed of those games, and Halo was definitely one of those, but not really the speed for me. Like, I didn't really feel the speed, but Halo just has its own unique kind of flavor. And I understand both parties, why they do like the sprint and why they don't like the sprint. I can understand. But I did hear it is confirmed you'll be able to turn the sprint mechanic off. But I don't know how that's going to work balancing wise around the rest of the game. Because, sprinting can be very detrimental to saving your life in those close situations, but we'll have to wait and see. You guys damn well know I will definitely be buying this physical and digital. Yes, I will be buying this twice. This is Halo on PlayStation. Do you honestly think I'm only going to get this digitally? No, I want the physical copy. I'm never going to open it though. But yeah, I must say, I'm never going to open it. But I'm going to be like, yo, I have a physical copy of Halo on the PlayStation. I can't open this. I can't open it. This is an achievement. This is a moment of gaming history right here. I'm not opening up the physical case. I'll play the digital version. But yeah, me personally, I am very excited. This is something me and my friends on PlayStation have had conversations about for years. We all knew this day was coming, and even more so when we've known how Microsoft's situation is with Xbox. Like, even prior to when they bought out Bethesda and bought out Activision. Yeah, and that's also another thing as well. Loads of gamers have not really considered that they paid 69 billion for Activision. Has nobody ever asked themselves, how are they going to make that money back? And then they have to do double that 69 billion to make profit, or to make even. Sorry, no, they have to, one, make that 69 billion back, then they have to make another 69 billion to break even, and then they need to make another 69 billion to truly hit the profit that Microsoft wants to hit, with Activision, that is. But good luck with that. That's what I say. I don't think Microsoft's making even a fraction of how much they need to make from Activision, but I don't know. I don't work there. I don't know the behind the scenes numbers. I'm just a black man from England. What do I know? Anyway, I'm excited for this. I hope it's good and they don't go and fucking change shit that doesn't need to be changed. But let's be real, that's a given. They are going to change unnecessary shit. They're probably going to make dudes look less masculine. They're probably going to insert a female character that wasn't in the original version. They're going to insert the rainbow somewhere in there, even though in the original version it wasn't in there. They're going to add some of that nonsense that's really killed the gaming industry and make this, and people are wondering, why is EA being bought out by the Saudis? The Wokies were in charge of EA's little development companies. Yeah, by pushing all of that woke crap, losing money over and over and over again, thinking they can just push this message into video games infinitely and never lose their job, and then finding out years later they're getting bought out by the most conservative people on the planet. I wonder how these wokies must feel. Anyway, mm, all I wanted was Titanfall 3, and I still ain't got that, so no skin off my nose. But anyway, with this, please don't fuck it up. Like, Microsoft, you've been fucking up so many times. Like, you fucked up with Game Pass, $30 a month. You know what I know, Sam? I was paying that damn near the same price, £30 a month for Netflix for multiple accounts on the best tier. Like, I was like, fuck all that. I haven't paid for Netflix in over a year now. No way I'm paying for all that much to look after my family on entertainment. I can't do that. That's a piss take. So, yeah, I can understand why Xbox players have decided to cancel their subscriptions. Microsoft and well, you're not 343 Industries anymore. You're Halo Studios now. There is no room for failure. You do understand that. You have to give what the gamers want. And unfortunately, you have to listen to those gamers you don't agree with, those gamers that don't politically align with yourself. Yeah, you have to put that aside, you know. Don't worry about what people's political views are and just worry about making a good game. Then you'll be fine, you know? That's very simple. You don't need to know about who is who, what they like to shag. No, we don't care about that. We like to be a badass. Talking about sexuality isn't cool. It's a lecture. Talking about racism and lecture. We don't want to be lectured. We want to have fun as Master Chief. So for me personally, I hope they do their best and not fuck this up. But this is under Microsoft, so you know they're gonna fuck something up. So I just hope that percentage is at minimum, or at max, 15% fuck up, and like 85% all good. That's the maximum fuck up you can do, but I doubt they'll do that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you guys excited for the new Halo remake? What are you going to be playing it on? Are you going to be playing it on Xbox? Are you going to be playing it on PC? Or are you going to be playing it on PlayStation? Just like me. You know what to do in the comments, folks. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like and make sure you hype the video up. I know that's a little new feature YouTube has added to the system. Make sure you hype that as well. And if you are new to the channel, subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.